G'day gang. I think last time we were speaking we were talking about this BMW and that we were looking to put a thermostat in it. It looked like it's going to be a fairly daunting task. Remember, that's just down in there. Yeah. Well, the thermostat's turned up, so I'll go and give you a look at it, right? And so that's what it looks like. Obviously, you can see it's not actually controlled by the electrics. It just monitors where the position of the thermostat is. So if the thermostat's not, it's still a wax thermostat, so if it's not in a particular place at the right time when it's at particular temperature, it throws a wobbly and you're walking. Well, it doesn't. You're not actually walking. You just, it shines a light up on the warning light up on the dashboard, which is not what they want. And it's easy. It's actually quite easy to do. Just need a screwdriver. That's for the more finished off bit. For when we've got to bleed him up. There's many. I'm using quarter drive extensions and a ratchet. As many of them as you can get together. It's a an E8 Torx. That's for the bolts that hold it on, and some sort of a pick, and that's to get the radiator hose off, the bottom hose. Now, of course, we're going to jack it up and catch the coolant before we let the hose go. So I'll come back to you when I'm at that point. So that's my drain tin. I'm going to catch the coolant in that, and the majority of it, if it's in good shape, will go back in the engine, in the cooling system. Make sure we place that under that. Very good. And what's not good will tip down an unsuspecting, not tip down, what am I talking about? Put in an appropriate container and dispose of correctly, like sensible humans that give a little about their planet. Now I'll take that to work and put it in our disposal. So just let me get that under there, and we'll probe that. We'll hook that. There's a little wire there. We've got to lift it up, and this hose will jiggle off. So when we look down here, you can see that I've pulled that clip up right there. Now what we have to do is to wriggle on the hose a little bit. Sometimes they come away really easily, and sometimes they don't. And sometimes to get them back on, you need to put a little grease. You just got to get a bit of up and down, and if you're really careful, and we're all the way up. There has been times where I've actually had to take the clip right off, and this might be one of them too. I may even have to find. I think I'm going to have to just get in and just pry it with a screwdriver just a little bit to get it on the move. Yeah, but you've got to be real careful because this is all plastic we're playing with here. So I finally removed the pin. I sprayed some WD-40 on the clip. Sorry, I sprayed some WD-40 on the connection there, because this actually does go through to the inner section, the thermostat section. It gets in there, give it a wriggle back and forwards just a little bit, and she comes off. And just I'll leave that down there. We'll put the clip back on the hose at a later date. You can reach the switch from there. I've undone that, and then we'll just let that, whatever it is that's coming out of that, it's coming out good. I'm catching all of it. It's quite amazing. And that's because the thermostat is closed. I'll aim that into the bucket. I should be able to get the rest of it when I undo the cap. Oh, she's a slow bleeder. Alright, we'll just let that go for a bit, eh? Next, you simply hook up your ratchet and your extensions, and you undo the bolts. It's always wise to leave the container underneath your thing there, because I'll have to get the uni for that one, I think, or just move that hose. More fingers are required, so we'll be back. And once you've got it to the point where she's just about to come off, you need to leave the bolts in, so you can see that's loose down there. I need another hand, but I just got to undo that last by hand, and we'll pull it out of its hole. So that's what we got. Looks like pretty good coolant in there to me. And here's the thermostat. Now, I can't turn it. That's not factory. That silicone on there. I can tell you that. But I don't know what. Well, it's been in there for a bit. It obviously isn't moving within its prescribed range to do its job, so not really a cheap thing. It was just a switch. Look, so the switch is, oh, good shot. The switch is like a push turn thing, so you could replace a switch if you really needed to, I guess. But I don't know if you'd bother. It looks in pretty nice shape. This has got 250 or so thousand Ks on it, this car. Okay, well, I think we'll be putting that back in for sure. Let's get this other bugger. We're going to pop him back in. That's a rubber O-ring there. I might put a bit of silicone on it, just for safety's sake. It is up under, so yeah, I'll do that. Okay, so here's my tip. We're underneath. We're going to sit this up close to where it's got to be. If you had a beautiful assistant, you could get them to do. You could hold it up there and get them to start the bolts up for you. But my beautiful assistant's busy doing something else, so I'm going to get it from underneath, from up the top. I'll get my hand underneath, wrap it under. We can lift it up, same as I did when I was bringing it out. So once you've got all them done up, do them all up by fingers, and then you should only just get a little at the end, because remember that's it's going into a brass insert into the plastic. So there's our clip back on, as you can see it. Give it a good wipe out inside there. Sometimes you might need a little rubber grease, which actually feels like it's a bit rubber greasy in there, but and it should just pop straight back on. So we put him back under here, and then clip him just like that. All your hands under there, grab your clip, and clip him onto your switch. I might just get him under there, maybe a little bit better. Make sure it's on. If it's not on, it's not going to work properly. You'll know when it's on. There's a little push button thing there. It'll come all the way down and pop back out. I can't push him off. She must be on. Okay. Time to put the coolant back in. Okay, we've got a couple of bleeders. There's one here. Just back him out a bit. One up in here. Back him out a bit. Chip in your mixture. So we've done really well because we've got no more coolant left. We're still not to the top of the gadgets there. We're going to put the heater on a bit later on when we start him up. You just get your coolant of your whatever you want to put, whatever brand you use, whatever. Just mix green with green, red with red, and don't get too confused. So I'm going to fill him up, and we'll get to the point where we can fire him up. And what was happening was when it was warming up, the light was coming on saying it was an issue with its levels or something, but it was always full. Anyway, so it's just taking all the coolant she can at the moment. Light him up, well. That's off. What do we want? We want heat. Let's get some heat going. All the way. Turn air off. Never like to leave a car running with the keys in it. And shut the door. And we'll just keep pouring it in until she starts coming out. Take it. If all things are going to plan, you'll have no leaks down there. Starting to go down in the idle. Are good there? No sealant, by the way. Straight rubber. It's proper surface. Why would you need sealant? So temperature coming up. Yeah, temperature's coming up. See if the heater works, I suppose. Where are we? That's for hot out there. Fan speed. Oh yeah, she's warming up. That's good. That means that we've got coolant going through the heater. Put that back down to there for Paulie. He likes the aircon on. Like so. Actually, I'll leave that off for the minute. We want the thermal fans to come on. So we'll just leave it running until they do. Get back to you. So I've got the slow old launch hooked up. We'll see what we'll go and read his codes. I've been using the machine for ages. And this was the one that had I did the Vanos motor for last week. And I think I'll wait. We'll come back when I'm on the page. This takes so long with this machine. 3 Series. E46 drive, not chassis, drive, engine, DME, diesel, yeah, whatever, and we're in the 16 pin socket. Anzac Day here in Australia. Bit sad, really. We're all out in the driveway. 6 o'clock this morning. Remember them. Yeah. Okay, what do we got? Okay, don't worry about that stuff. Fault memory. And there we are. Map thermostat activation. So we clear the fault memory. Erased. We got anything? No, all done. Okie dokie. I could go and watch the temperature, but I don't think I need to. We've done all that stuff. So now we just wait on the fan. So if you've got one of these in your toolbox, most people have been using for COVID, checking temperatures. You can check the temperatures of the top and bottom hoses. Make sure that things are doing what they're supposed to be doing. It's all looking like it's all going to plan. Fan's just come off, I just it's inside, just in time to hear it go off. So once it's done a couple of cycles, then you, when it's cooled down, after you've had a drive of it, cooled right down again, we'll just check the coolant. Here, there's a little graph of where the level's supposed to be, there's a little float that's inside of here. And job done. Have yourselves a good one. Check you later. Stay safe.